Chris Walker, Regional Managing Editor of Trinity North Western Wales, which publishes a whole range of newspaper titles and websites across the North West and North Wales, including obviously Liverpool Echo and Liverpool Daily Post. There isn't a typical day. I mean, one of the great things about journalism, and I've been in it many, many years, is that you come in the morning thinking that you're going to be doing A, B, C, and you end up doing X, Y, Z. And that's applied in every role that I've done. Obviously, the role I do at the moment, I'm not involved in the day-to-day coalface operation as I was when I was on the news desk. But obviously, things happen where I need to get involved, and that's the great beauty of it. I mean, we produce newspapers day after day after day, and we are a manufacturing industry. We manufacture newspapers, but the difference about newspapers from any other manufacturing industry is that the product is always different from A to Z. You know, packet of cornflakes always have cornflakes in it of roughly the same shape or size. Packet of fruit gums always has fruit gums of the same colour, same shape. In the newspaper, it's different from start to finish, and that's what makes being a journalist so great in whatever role you perform, and it's what makes every working day different. Relevant work experience is the absolute crucial in terms of getting youth an interview. The applications we get are, the general academic standard is pretty uniformly high, and there's not a lot to choose academically in qualification terms between a lot of the applicants. What we are therefore looking for is people who have really got the hunger to be a journalist, because it's a great job, but the hours are unsocial. You can get better pay in a lot of other industries, certainly at starting level. So you need to have the hunger to be a journalist, and that's what we're looking for. And obviously, we can test that when we're interviewing them, but they've got to get through the door first. And the way to get through that door is to demonstrate that they are serious about being a journalist by having done a lot of relevant and varied work experience. The media industry, in common with the economy generally, is going through a very, very tough time and has been doing for several years. As far as newspapers are concerned, the general economic situation is compounded by the huge structural changes that are going on with digital changes, etc., which we are, in common with all other newspapers, seeking to make the best advantage of. But what those two factors combine means that, generally speaking, people are not moving, people are reducing their workforces, therefore there are very, very far fewer opportunities for graduates than any other employee than there were 5-10 years ago. But as and when the economy picks up, one would hope that the situation will improve. And certainly my experience, both personal and many people I've met over the years, is if you are very, very committed to being a journalist, regardless of the economic situation, ultimately you will get there, not necessarily by the route that you expected, but you will get there. One of the qualities you need to be a successful journalist is a tenacity and a refusal to take the first answer as no, and that applies equally in seeking to get an opportunity to plough your furrow in this great and glorious industry. I think what it does is, obviously, it's a tough world out there. Therefore, anything that you can do to make that person more employable and give them an edge in any interviewing process is obviously going to benefit that student and ultimately any employer who takes them on. Giving them skills and knowledge of what to expect in the interviewing process and in the recruitment process is clearly beneficial to them, and as I say, ultimately to the companies who may employ them. It shows that they are serious about giving themselves the best possible chance to get a job.